Greenland is a remote frontier land dominated by ice.
This place is raw, it's rugged, and this is the essence of the extreme north of Greenland.
It's the biggest island on the planet, but home to less than 60,000 people.
These dogs are absolutely key to the Inuit hunting.
There are still indigenous communities surviving in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. It would be easy to think that this distant land of ice doesn't matter to you or I. But the future of Greenland will impact on us all.
If the entire ice sheet were to melt, global sea level would rise by 7 meters.
My name is Stewart McPherson, and I'm on a quest to travel north.
This is it, the end of the realm of man.
To the very limit of human civilization and beyond.
People have been coming here for thousands of years.
And find its stunning wildlife.
The sheer abundance of life here is absolutely staggering.
And I'm going to find out how climate change is reshaping the lives of not just the people who live in this extraordinary landscape.
This is millions and millions of tons breaking away.
But the whole planet and the very future of humanity.
Wow, this is the Greenland ice sheet.
In the previous episode, we explored the biggest expanse of ice in the Arctic.
In places, it can be up to 3 kilometers deep.
To understand the scale of the ice melt, we found out that Greenland is a land of many surprises.
It's over 20 degrees C, it feels swelteringly hot.
Not just its climate, but also its unique wildlife.
This is the biggest land herbivore alive today in Greenland.
And we experienced the beauty and wonder of Greenland's stunning landscape.
It just takes your breath away. It's so beautiful.
A landscape that is constantly changing.
The power behind this ice is incredible.
So far, we have travelled north up the west coast of Greenland on a quest to find the most northerly human settlement on Earth and beyond. We've arrived at the town of Upernavik to pick up supplies before heading into the high Arctic. People only live on the edges of this vast island. The majority of it is covered with the second largest ice sheet on the planet.
Because it's summer, there's no snow down here in the lowlands. But everyone in town has told me that up here on these hills, there's still ice and glaciers, and there's active sledge dog teams. So I'm going to climb up onto these hills and see if we can go out with one of the dog teams.
In winter, temperatures here can drop below -40 degrees Celsius. And with the oceans around them frozen over, the Inuit depend heavily on dogs and sleds. Not just for transport, but also for hunting. There have been dogs on Greenland for over 4,000 years. And with their thick fur, they're superbly adapted to life in these cold conditions. If I can make it up to the top, Ikan has offered to take me out onto the ice.
Ikan, nice to meet you. Hi. Thank you so much for taking us. So this is our sledge. And our dog team, they're a little bit feisty. We've got, about 12 dogs, something like that. And this is the traditional Inuit mode of transport. So I better get into the traditional Inuit clothes.
The Inuit have used sled dog teams for thousands of years to hunt seal, caribou, and even polar bears on the ice. And these clothes aren't just for show. Even in summer, it's very cold on the ice, and these sealskin furs are perfect for keeping warm.
All right, time to get going. This is traditional reindeer skin here on the bottom. Really comfy. As you can see, they're not pets, they're work dogs, and it's pretty clear that the leader must be kept in check. It has to keep them together in one pack to pull this sledge forward. These sledges enable the Inuit to travel vast distances over the snow and ice to hunt the different animals that they need to catch, as well as using the meat, of course, for food. No bit of the animal is wasted, and well, this sledge is testimony to that. I mean, look, it's carpeted with this reindeer fur, and obviously the clothes are made out of seal skin, so nothing is wasted. The dog sledge drivers make these different whistles and sounds, and you can see that the dogs immediately understand those commands. They respond exactly to whatever the sledge driver says. It's just another way of showing how incredibly close this relationship is. The dogs go fast, then slow, then fast again, but on average you're probably doing a pace of about 10 kilometers an hour. But the point is that it's a constant pace. It's a pace without stopping. And I guess over a day or more, that would add up to a vast distance covered across the ice. Wow, that was incredible. Just goes to show how integral the dogs are to the way of life up here. It's hard to imagine how the Inuit could survive in this incredibly harsh landscape without them.
Our boat's called the Kisak, which means anchor in Greenland's Inuit language. I'm hoping that's a good omen as we set sail on the next leg of our journey north, because the weather's taking a turn for the worse.
The conditions are getting much rougher. We're heading up along the coast. We're leaving behind all the sheltered fjords and sheltered coastlines, and now getting into the high Arctic, the wild Greenland. You can see the wave conditions are getting much rougher, the swell's really picking up, and the wind is starting to get biting.
Our plan is to head north to the more remote parts of Greenland and to meet the people who live in one of the most isolated places on the planet. Our aim is to reach Siorapaluk, which is the most northerly natural settlement on Earth. By morning, the storm has passed, and the calmer waters are providing food for this huge colony of guillemots and kittiwakes. Over the years, seabirds have been overhunted, and their numbers have been declining. These days, it's become rare to see colonies like this.
The sound of these bird colonies is just deafening. On this one cliff, there must be tens of thousands of birds. This is a glimpse of what once was common across much of Greenland.
Hunting, as we have discovered, is a way of life in Greenland, but I was surprised to find guns on my boat.
Carsten, I've noticed we've got a lot of weapons on board. What are the guns actually for?
We're now moving north, so we're moving into polar bear territory, so it's important as a precaution to carry a rifle at all time now, every time we go ashore.
Really?
The chances of actually meeting a polar bear at this time of the year, they're rather small, but we need to do it from now on. I'm about to go and shoot it. You wanna come along?
Sure, come and watch.
Yep.
Okay.
Carsten needs to test the guns regularly to check that they're in good working order, just in case. I want to leave the safety of the Kisak and go ashore to explore. This is an area where polar bears are regularly sighted, so Carsten insists on going ahead to check the coast is clear. These tracks have been made by an adult polar bear. Thankfully, they're a few days old, and Carsten is happy that it's moved on. I get the all clear to come ashore. As we get further north, the landscape is becoming increasingly desolate. But there are some surprises. I'm here to experience one of Greenland's natural wonders, an extraordinary rich green landscape amongst the barren terrain of the high Arctic. A place with a unique ecosystem.
This valley is like a little oasis, a miniature world contained within these slopes. And the sheer abundance of life here is absolutely staggering.
The reason that all this bounty exists is down to one tiny bird, the little auk. Actually, not just one, but millions of them. Every summer, 60 million little auks travel from Newfoundland to their breeding grounds here in northwest Greenland. And they arrive just as the phytoplankton in the ocean is boosted by the warming temperatures.
This colony is home to hundreds of thousands of little auks. These tiny birds drop literally tons of guano here every single day. And it's this release of nutrients that flows down and sustains the ecosystem in the valley slopes below.
The auk guano transforms the landscape. It creates an oasis of grass and flowers that, in turn, is food for many larger animals. But the fate of this oasis is balanced on a knife edge. As the climate warms, the phytoplankton are starting to appear at the wrong time for the auk's migration. And all of this could soon be lost.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's cool, Wes.
When I get back to the Kisak, I find the crew engaged in some rather eccentric behavior.
There we go. How's that feel, Wes?
I'm alive.
Even in summer, These waters are icy cold. This will certainly toughen everyone up for the journey ahead.
You can't go back so soon, you only just got in.
Sounds like an hour.
You done.
Very good.
I've got to look at your body fat.
As we push further north along the coast, the waters are thankfully calm, giving us a chance to enjoy some of these extraordinary floating mountains of ice. These icebergs are formed when they break away from glaciers that push out to the coast around the edges of Greenland's massive ice sheet. They can be sculpted into extraordinary shapes by the elements, and none more so than this one, which has an enormous archway.
The amazing thing is no two bergs are ever exactly the same. Look at this arch-structured one here, just carved out by the wind, the sun, the waves. This has got to be 60, 70 meters tall. It's amazing this thing can just stand up in this environment.
It's time to move on. But as we get to a safe distance away, one of the crew alerts us to some movement in the ice.
We just got back in from exploring that berg, and the whole thing just came crashing down. It completely collapsed, that massive arch smacked straight down. I really wanted to go through it, but the skipper said no. And I'm quite glad that he did say no because, well, we could easily have been under it, and that much ice absolutely would kill you. But when they break apart, they really can be lethal.
Events like this stir up the nutrient-rich waters, creating an opportunity for whales like these to feed on the plankton here. The ocean doesn't just feed the wildlife, it provides a lifeline for the Inuit, who live in a handful of small fishing villages along the coast of northwest Greenland. I want to find out more about the fishermen here and how they survive, especially in the harsh winters in this extreme part of the world. But people here don't just fish, they hunt whales and dolphins. Although they now have modern equipment and boats, some of the hunting and fishing techniques have not changed for centuries. This is maybe one of the last places in the world where a much prized member of the whale family is still hunted, the narwhal.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you narwhal hunting?
Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Stu.
Yeah.
And this is your kayak?
Yeah.
This is made of a fabric? Walrus? Okay, so many of the components of the canoe. So we've got different parts made from walrus and narwhal all across the kayak. And that's how you catch the narwhal? Wow. And so the harpoon is attached to the rope, which has an inflated seal at the back, which is like a buoy, which prevents the narwhal from diving. You can't shoot a narwhal because a narwhal will just sink. It has to be harpooned. Have you caught any narwhal today or not today?
Not today.
It's amazing to see. This technology hasn't changed for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's the perfect way to hunt in this incredible environment. When a catch is landed, it's often butchered immediately. The dogs are sometimes the first to get a meal. I've left the boat because I've been invited to come and meet some of the villagers. I get news that one man has actually just caught a narwhal.
Could I have a look? Did you catch this? Did you catch?
Not me,
Not you.
my father.
Your father? So this is a narwhal tusk, the animal that was thought to be the sea unicorn that transfixed European monarchy for hundreds of years. They paid well over the weight of gold for this tusk, really believing that it could be a sea unicorn's horn. This is only a small one.
The narwhal's tusk is actually an overgrown tooth, which can reach up to 3 meters long. Meat and blubber from this Greenlandic delicacy is an important source of calories this far north.
Look, there's 3 narwhal skulls here. That one looks pretty fresh. This must have been caught just a few days ago. Oh, look, here's 4 bits of narwhal meat, just hunks left out to dry. The meat itself is almost black. Wow. This is probably from that fresh skull. It's probably the same animal. Look inside here, in this drum. This is the narwhal skin. This is a real delicacy in Greenland. It's really, really prized. It's been eaten for hundreds of years.
The Inuit sometimes eat the meat raw because of a traditional belief that it keeps them warmer and stronger. Meat is often hung up in the sun to dry and preserve it. And there are signs of other catches here and other species.
You'll notice all of the stones are oily. This is where they come and flence the whales. They bring the animals up and remove their blubber. And all of the stones are covered in this film of oil. They look dark. This is pretty much as close as you can get to the old whaling stations of South Georgia. Of course, those stations are closed, but this is very, very much part of the local traditions and customs, and in fact, how the local people here eat. This food here is no doubt for the village. So very, very much part of life here.
But this traditional village way of life is under threat. As the ice melts, narwhals are losing their habitat. That melting ice brings ships and their noise pollution, which in turn disrupts the narwhal's ability to navigate. Now, populations have plummeted to critical levels, and some people want to ban hunting altogether. I wonder if this is the last we'll see of this ancient culture. I've been invited to spend time with an Inuit family in Savasivik to experience firsthand their way of life and to see some of their ancient traditions. Savasivik is one of the northernmost human settlements in the world. It was first populated in 2000 BC by nomadic polar Inuits, and the people speak the local Inuktun language.
This place feels like a real frontier town. We've left behind all signs of tourism well back down in the south, and this place feels raw and rugged, and this is the essence of the extreme north of Greenland.
For Gideon and his family, the little orc we met earlier provides a valuable food source. This is subsistence hunting. They only take what the community needs. And this tradition of catching them in nets has been used by generations of Inuit. As I explore, it soon becomes clear that Gideon and his family hunt polar bear, one of the most ferocious predators in the world.
This jaw, obviously you can see the enormous canines at the front that are pretty much like daggers, but just looking at this jawbone, you can see the place where these enormous side muscles would have come down to power the bite, and also the weight of it shows that the bone is solid, dense bone. And there's many polar bear skins hanging throughout this town. Obviously there's one right here behind me. Let's go have a look at it. Just amazing. They've obviously put this skin up here to dry in the sun. Just looking at the size of the skin, you get a real appreciation for how big this animal really is. And this is its front, of course. This is its front paw. And just look at those claws. It has 5 daggers, these nails that come down at the front. Each claw is what, probably 5 centimeters long and ends in this needle-sharp point at the end. You can see how seals and other animals just don't stand a chance. Of course, I'd much rather see this amazing animal under different circumstances, but being close to this skin gives you a real appreciation for the awesome power of this amazing land predator.
For the people here, the polar bear's fur is key to their traditional way of life.
I should sit down?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. These as well?
Yeah.
Take them off? Or just shoes? Okay. So these are polar bear skin boots for winter. Thank you. Oh, sealskin?
Yeah.
So these are sealskin boots. And this is the fur at the top? Polar bear fur. And actually they're incredibly thick. They're a good 4 or 5 centimeters thick. They can see how Really good insulation they are. They're brilliant for the cold. I can barely feel my toes actually. They're pretty padded. And you said you made them? She made them? The lady at the end here actually made these boots here in the village. How long does it take to make these boots?
2 months.
2 months. This is quite surreal. There's sealskin boots next to a man chatting on their telephone, the mobile phone. It's a surreal blend of modernity and ancient traditions and cultures. The craft work is amazing. Almost millimeters apart, the stitching.
For your hands.
Oh, these I see. Polar bear.
No,
This is sealskin?
just the seam.
Just the seam? That's polar bear here?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. My goodness, look at this. Wow. Are young people making these as well, or is she the last?
There are many
Still making. Okay.
people.
Many people make. And then you put on the trousers as well? Okay. Wow. So this also is polar bear?
Yeah.
All of this is polar bear. And harp seal? Seal, okay. Do you feel cold in this in winter, or you stay nice and warm? Stay warm, okay. And there's a serious purpose to this. It's not just to look trendy. The skin of the polar bear, you can't get a warmer material than this. The polar bear fur and the skin is the perfect insulative material in this incredibly harsh winter climate. How cold would it get here in winter? Minus 43.
Yeah, 45.
Wow. Oh, I see, that one on top, okay.
And usually that has to be.
So this is their winter hunting outfit, and they've been telling me that these incredible clothes are so insulative they can withstand easily temperatures down to minus 42 degrees. And this top would normally be white. Mostly they'd have white tops to be perfectly camouflaged on the ice. And one of the gentlemen here has just said he's got a new dog that's never seen anyone in these outfits, so wants to prepare it for winter to see if it will, react, how it will react to the hunting parties dressed in these outfits. He just asked if we could go and get it and put him next to me to see how he'll react. So I don't know whether he's going to attack or what his response is going to be. He's just down here, so I better go down and have a look. So this is the dog.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, he's a beautiful dog. Is it a boy or girl?
Sinakhtaki.
Oh,
Girl.
girl.
Yeah.
What is her name?
Sinakhtaki.
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 It's a bit hard for me. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Thanks. I got it. Wow. So this is an important part of preparing the dogs for winter, getting them used to these clothes, getting used to these totally different smells, ready to hunt. This dog is apparently called Sinakhtaki, which I'm finding a little bit hard to pronounce, but she's a young one and not seen anyone in these hunting clothes before. Hello. You're beautiful. Yes, you are. It's so humbling to stand in these clothes and to think how ancient and long-standing these traditions are, these customs. This is knowledge that's been passed down for hundreds upon hundreds of years. And it's the best, the pinnacle of the technology, literally of global technology, to live in this habitat, this environment. There's nothing better than we can make synthetic to be adapted, and that's evidenced by the fact that these people still use these natural clothes and fibres. And these dogs, in many ways, better than any snowmobile. They don't run on petrol. All they need is a hunk of seal meat every couple of days. They can pull the sled over any terrain. Just absolutely amazing animals.
Gideon's family have been preparing the little orcs they caught earlier. One traditional Inuit delicacy is called kiviak, where up to 500 of these birds were stuffed inside a sealskin and left to ferment under rocks for 3 months. This is a more modest meal, but for me, it's definitely a first.
Thank you very much. So this is the little orcs that we were catching earlier. So they've just been showing me how to take the fur off. So you just peel it back. Oh my goodness, it's almost like a banana or something.
I like the fat.
You like the fat?
Yeah.
So these guys suck the fat from the inside of the skin. And then look, there's a good amount of meat on this. And
No, meat.
amazingly dark meat. Just get rid of the feathers. Oh, that's delicious. That's really good. It's almost like chicken. Really good meat. So the meat is incredibly dark. But there's a lot of meat on these little birds.
I don't like meat that's boiled.
No, I'll leave that one to you. That's okay.
It's good.
It's good. I'll leave the eyes to you. Thank you, though. Hey, you got another head? You want another head?
No,
No?
I don't need
You don't want?
No,
All right,
I don't
okay.
need no.
You're full. Later. Okay.
After dinner, there is time to catch up with Gideon and ask him about the dangers of hunting such a powerful predator.
Gideon, how do you hunt a polar bear? It's such a ferocious animal.
Fruit
Okay.
and we get
The footprint. You look for the footprint.
footprints.
Okay.
We got follow them
Okay.
and they know dogs can go to.
The dogs follow the footprints, the smell.
They give them to.
Okay. They bring the polar bear to you?
Yeah.
The dogs come around and
Yeah.
bring the polar bear up? Yeah. But it's a dangerous animal.
Dogs and danger polar bear.
Okay, no, with dogs, no danger.
Yeah.
Okay.
With dog, no danger.
Okay. How many polar bears would you hunt in winter? 1, 2, 3?
I think 1 year for
Yeah.
3.
Do you have to go a long way or close to town?
No.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
I held it long way because ice is small now.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, because the ice is small.
Yeah. We can go 4 days go around here from here.
Yep. Yep. Way out.
4 days.
For 4 days to go following the tracks.
Go days. No land.
Okay. Wow.
Not now.
Not now.
Not now because it's small ice now.
The ice is melting.
Yeah. We're hard to hunt just to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard life.
Our life.
Yeah. Do you think that your grandchildren will be hunter like you or no?
I don't like it because hunters can be too hard.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a hard life.
I need learning from
Oh.
anything.
Okay. Definitely. Okay. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's devastating to hear how the loss of sea ice is affecting polar bear habitats. And when the polar bears go, so will this traditional Inuit way of life. Hunting might seem brutal, but it's been sustainable for thousands of years. Unlike most Western farming, nothing is wasted. If we're to save the planet, perhaps we too in the rest of the world should adopt a more sustainable way of life. We're headed north, almost at our journey's end. As we travel, the mist descends over the water, once again making life amongst the icebergs treacherous. Then, on the distant shoreline, through the mist, we spot something.
Wow, look.
Fully grown male polar bears can weigh up to 3/4 of a ton. And this one has certainly attracted the attention of the local residents. Polar bears are great swimmers. Sadly, the ever-retreating ice means they often now have to swim vast distances in search of prey. What a joy to see this magnificent creature in the wild. This is the largest land predator on Earth, and it's been known to track humans. So it's time to move on. And our destination is a place called Siorapaluk.
Out here in the mist, this is Siorapaluk. This is the northernmost natural human settlement on Earth.
I have spent years planning this expedition, and it's been awe-inspiring and hugely humbling to learn about this remote land and its peoples. All the more so because of the critical threat to Greenland's ice sheet and all the life that depends on it.
This is it, the last town, the end of the human world. Somewhere up here, up in the mist, behind this town, there's an invisible line, and that marks the end of the realm of man.
It's amazing to think that no human being lives further north of here on our planet. This is the end of our range as a species. What a testimony to the survival skills of the few hardy Inuit who live here.
This place is pretty incredible. It's about 8 degrees C, and this is the height of summer. Can you imagine what this is like in midwinter? Months of perpetual darkness, the water freezing over as far as you can see. Actually, it's pretty amazing that people can live here at all.
But before I leave Greenland, there's one more adventure that I've always dreamed of.
Well, from here, I really want to find out what lies beyond the realm of man. So let's check out this, this official map. Here we go. This is the northernmost map that you can buy, showing this area. We are here, Siorapaluk, and you'll notice this is the edge of the map here. It says unexplored here, unexplored all over the map, and relief data, elevation unknown. So let's now push further north and find out what lies beyond the human world.
I need to get above the cloud line before I can see anything. This land has an otherworldly quality. It's like walking on the face of some distant planet. Almost nothing can live here. Even in the summer, the conditions are just too difficult for life to thrive.
This landscape is just so dry, so barren, and so frost-shattered. There's no soil at all on the ground, there's virtually no plants. I haven't even seen any birds or animals. It's clear to see why we just simply can't survive here.
I've decided to head back to the coastline, where there is life, and where, for millennia, people have carved out an existence in this Arctic landscape. It's now up to all of us to act on climate change, to save their way of life.
People have been coming here for thousands of years, settled then disappeared. And still today, we only just live around the edges of Greenland, just on the fringes. The interior remains one vast, little explored, untamed wilderness, a place where it's a battle to survive, a continual frontier. And no matter how much we explore here, we can never truly conquer because Greenland is so hostile and inhospitable. But at the start of the 21st century, when man dominates and impacts virtually everywhere else across the globe, having a wild, untamed Greenland perhaps is not such a bad thing. And maybe that's what makes this place so special.